Here comes knight e5, another brilliant move. I love this move. The knight is under attack, and the bishop is also hanging. But you can't take one of these pieces. If pawn takes knight happen, then queen takes d4 check, king here comes killer move, queen g1 check, rook takes queen, then knight f2 will be a disrespectful checkmate. So, in this position, if black plays pawn takes bishop, then queen d4 check, king here comes killer move, knight f2 check, rook takes knight, queen takes knight, threatening mate in 1 with the bishop, and this, there is mate in 6 moves actually, knight check, takes, queen check, takes, knight takes bishop, here, and it will be checkmate, game will be over. Chess friends, welcome to Viswanathan Anand's immortal game. In 2013, Anand topped in Tata Steel Championship. His win over Levon Aronian in Tata Steel was universally deemed an instant classic, and many consider it his best game. So, let's start the game. Aronian started with d4, we have d5, he played c4, you can play c6 or e6, main line, Anand chooses to play c6, knight comes to f3, we have knight f6, knight c3 by Aronian, we have e6, top line, e3 by white, Anand chooses to play knight d7, you might think, stockfish, what about c5? Ha, let me show the variation, then b6, try to break the position, this pawn is targeted by the many pieces, white's pawn structure will be bad condition. So, in this position, we have bishop to d3, sensitive move, black have this pawn, d takes pawn, we have bishop takes c4, black plays b5, creating the bishop line, knight b6, further move is bishop here, queen here, so bishop back to d3, we have bishop to d6, your further move is bishop here and castle, we have castle, short castle, queen c7, we have bishop to b7, if white tries to play e4, threatening e5, then black will push the pawn and he can manage the position, so, we have a3, he wants to play b4, then bishop on this way, we have rook to c8, knight comes to g5, however it's an inaccurate move, best was to play b4, c5 by black, we have knight takes h7, but best was to play bishop takes h7 pawn. Let me show the variation first, bishop takes, then king here, f4, dominating the position, if black tries to play g6, then takes, queen takes, white have some kind of advantages, because black king is unsecured, so, back to the position, we have knight takes h7, knight goes to g4, threatening bishop takes pawn. Ops, the rook is under attack, can black take it? Let's take a look about this, then bishop takes check, king here, then the killer move, queen h4, threatening this checkmate. There is mate in few moves, white will lose the game quickly, so, in this position, we have f4, mistake move, best move was to play h3, we have c takes d4, e takes d4. I want you guys, pause the video, and try to find the best move for Anand, go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, if you find bishop c5, then you are right, it's very hard to find, if white dare to take the bishop, then knight takes c5, queen d4 check is coming, then he will capture the bishop, you can't save the bishop, for example, if bishop e2 happen, then queen d4 check, king here, knight f2 check, rook takes, queen takes, threatening this and this, there is mate in 4 moves. So, back to the position, we have bishop to e2, try to eliminate the knight. Here comes knight e5, another brilliant move, I love this move, the knight is under attack, and the bishop is also hanging. But you can't take one of these pieces. If pawn takes knight happen, then queen takes d4 check, king here comes killer move, queen g1 check, rook takes queen, then knight f2 will be a disrespectful checkmate. So, in this position, if black plays pawn takes bishop, then queen d4 check, king here comes killer move, knight f2 check, rook takes knight, queen takes knight, threatening mate in 1 with the bishop, and this, there is mate in 6 moves actually, knight check, takes, queen check, takes, knight takes bishop, here, and it will be checkmate, game will be over. So, back to the position, we have bishop takes g4 by Aronian. Anand played bishop takes pawn check first, king here, knight captured bishop, we have knight takes rook, f5, critical move by Anand, creating queen line to deliver a checkmate to black, so, knight goes to g6, try to cover it, queen goes to f6, trapping the knight, we have h3, queen takes knight. You know what, the two visible teeth of the elephant are not for eating, the pawn can't take the knight, there is this, it will be a checkmate, bishop is covering there, so we have queen to e2, queen h5 by Anand, queen on d3, bishop goes to e3, covering the third rank, so, threatening to play queen h3 check, pawn can't take the queen, because it's pinned to the king, and it will be a worst checkmate in history. So, in this position, we have knight to d5, try to blocking the diagonal, bishop takes knight, queen takes h3 is still coming, so, Aronian sacrifices his queen, pawn takes queen, bishop takes e3, we have knight takes e3. Wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for move, bye bye, take care, see you in my next video.